What's up, legends? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're here in Modern Warfare Zombies, and we're going to be checking out another LMG. This time, it's the RAAL MG from MWII. I don't usually use LMGs. I don't even think we've used all of them for videos, or most of them for videos up to this point. And there is still some weapons that we have yet to cover over here on the channel. I still actually enjoy rocking new weapons, trying different varieties, doing different challenges, doing empty backpack runs, the whole 9 yards. And most importantly, I still enjoy progressing the weapons throughout the run to see how they perform. So today we are going to be rocking this LMG, seeing exactly what it has in store for us. And I don't know that I've ever actually really used this thing, Pack-a-Punch 3 Legendary or anything like that, or even Pack 2 Purple. Honestly, I think I just knocked the camos out for this when I could early on in the game and never really turned back to it to try it out again. Now, we do have an aftermarket part coming out fairly soon for the RAAL MG, so hopefully we'll be able to directly compare it once that comes out to this, since we're using them so close to each other, essentially. Well, look, we have a nice little mercenary to shoot at us off the rip. The first thing, we're going to go ahead and pop our perks. And if you guys are interested in the loadout I'm running in today's video, make sure you check the pinned comment down below, where I'm always sure to include the attachments for easy access. And we're going to be starting off Pack-a-Punch level 1. We're going to be working our way through progressionally into the high threat zone by the end to take on everything we can in the high threat zone solo. The first step, I do need to make it over to a contract, and we're actually in one of the worst places on the map, so I'm going to relocate myself to a different portion, grab a contract, and we'll get this party started. Okay, we finally made it across the map. We're grabbing our first bounty here. I'm not really sure what to expect, but we're not going to go Pack-a-Punch level 1. I mean, not Pack-a-Punch level 1. We're not going to go upgrading our weapon past Pack-a-Punch level 1 until after we at least try to do a tier 2 bounty. We'll cruise through the tier 1, hopefully. Shouldn't be too big of an issue. We'll get our backup self-revive, and then we'll be able to head into tier 2, where the real fun will then begin. Of course, it is always a challenge, but I think with the LMGs, the one main advantage that you have is that you don't have to reload quite as often, allowing you to kind of, I would say in some cases, do things you may not always be able to with other weapons, such as fighting disciples can be a little bit easier since you don't have to reload quite as often. You can kind of plan accordingly. All right, try to get this guy to come out. It's always a fun time trying to get this mimic out here. So hopefully with a big mag, we'll be able to challenge some stuff a little bit easier, even if we aren't quite as strong. Now, I'm not anticipating this thing's going to be super weak, but I am anticipating it's going to be extremely slow. So once we actually hit the high threat zone, probably going to have a few hurdles that we're going to face. Good news, though, we won't be reloading a whole ton, and maybe we get speed cola, or not speed cola, but maybe with speed cola, we'll be able to reload quite fast. I'm not really sure what to expect. I didn't go ahead and juice up with the biggest mag for this. At least it doesn't seem like it. Maybe I did. But I feel like a 200 rounder is not the biggest mag for this guy. ADS is pretty slow. Where is our freaking guy at? Come on out. He must just be standing still. Pretty sure he's inside here. Come on. Hello? Oh, now I hear him. Like, what was he doing? I still don't know where he is, though. I hear him running around inside. There we go. Good news, not too much recoil. Slow and steady, that's what we'll call this guy. Not doing crazy damage, but it's alright. We were able to pull it off. Backup Jug? Man, if this was a 0 to hero run or a challenge run, getting Jug off the rip would be insane. Luckily, we already have it, so we can save it for a future run. I'm going to go ahead and grab this vehicle. We'll make our way to tier 2. And I anticipate we're probably going to have to upgrade this thing in order to take on a tier 2 bounty, possibly, depending on what it is, but maybe not. It doesn't seem like it's got crazy output of damage, but at least it has a large mag. All right, make sure we grab ammo. 600 rounds in the reserve is not terrible. Could be better, but considering we hold 200 rounds in a single magazine, I don't really think it matters all that much. It'd be awful if it was 200 in the reserve and 200 in the weapon. Nice, we get a mangler, which is great. It's actually perfect for this, because it's going to be the most likely to stand in place and take damage without us having to do too much. So maybe we won't be upgrading. Hopefully we'll be able to just powerhouse through this. Honestly, in some cases, that just tends to be how it works. I know with the tier 3 Stormcaller that I completed once, I was using the aftermarket part on an LMG, and that's the way I was basically able to find success. If I wasn't able to just continue firing with like 200, 300, 400 bullets in a mag, I don't think I would have ever gotten through it. Maneuverability with this is so slow. Oh god. It's like carrying around a tank. And we're not doing a lot of damage, like I was saying before. Even with our big magazine. He's just working his way through. He just slowly but surely flinches all the way through. Come on, reload before he starts hitting us. Okay, slide out of the way. Slide out of the way. It would help me so much if the zombies weren't so fast. Yeah, this is ridiculous. Not powerful. We threw the suppressor on this thing because I wanted to see if it mattered for the zombies, even though I know it doesn't. And I didn't really want anything that would reduce our ADS speed any more than it already is. Watch out. Good news is we got the ammo cache nearby. Yeah, this thing is not doing super good. We're making the best of it, I think. Okay, can I get through over here? Grab that. Hopefully it'll save me from reloading. It does. It's kind of like a little cheese that we're using. But we are not doing much at all. I don't even feel like... I mean, with some weapons, we do struggle pack 1 against tier 2s, but this is crazy. If we didn't have this magazine, it'd be even worse. Gonna try to slide. Everything takes so dang long. Hit him in the face. Gotta pull all the fists in order to make it past. Don't run into my dude. Oh, that probably hurt your vehicle pretty bad. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and reload since we can. Dude's running his way back. Let's go. Finally gonna be able to get through it. Holy smokes. Well, it was a good thing it's got a really large magazine, because outside of that, it would have been pretty hard to get through that. Okay, so we absolutely need to upgrade. Go ahead, epic tool here. Time has come. We put ourselves through enough pain with that one bounty. Let's see what we can make happen here. Now, hopefully, we'll be able to get ourselves a disciple before we need to pack a punch to level 2, or before we decide we should pack a punch to level 2. It's always nice to get a nice variety of the challenges. I know some people probably get tired of me only doing bounties, but honestly, there isn't a single contract that provides a bigger challenge than the bounties do, considering that you're just fighting regular zombies and specials and stuff like that throughout most of the other ones. And depending on which contract you do, honestly, they are kind of slow. So that's the big thing with me always doing bounties. If you're ever curious, they're usually the fastest. They're usually, you know, the most difficult, I guess you could say, as far as the contracts are concerned. So it showcases the weapons the best, in my opinion. We got another mangler, so we'll get direct comparison once again. Now, I got to be honest. I don't think there's any world where I would recommend you use a weapon that's this slow. But I always recommend using variety, and if using variety means you're going to try some LMGs from time to time or just use a bunch of different weapons, I'm all for it. But I 100% would say anticipate things to go pretty slow and anticipate some hurdles along the way, especially when you use weapons like this, especially once we make it into the high threat zone. You are more than likely going to get absolutely pummeled by all the super fast zombies, especially if you need to reload or things like that. But hey, using variety can be a ton of fun, and I think the different experiences that you have with the different weapons that you use and just the way this game mode is designed is what makes MWZ great. Oh, we got the disciple that we were hoping for. I gotta get in this vehicle. I'm like running in a circle just trying to get away from these zombies. Oh, they're trying to all hit me at once. One thing I do notice when I'm playing MWZ as opposed to something like Cold War, if you do remember Cold War and you actually remember using the perks and how the upgraded perks worked and all that stuff, you might be able to let me know down in the comment section below how you feel. But essentially, I feel like what makes the sniper rifles and LMGs feel so much worse in MWZ as opposed to maybe Cold War was you just had such better movement with some of the perks. Just the perks in general were just more helpful, so it made it significantly easier to use some of the slower weapons. Like, if I think about the sniper rifles in that game, even though the sniper rifles are slow, they are nothing compared to something like the Cat AMR. And I just feel like that's just kind of insane. I think partially the reason that some of these weapons do feel as terrible as they do is just because the perks aren't quite as good as they were back in Cold War. So hopefully, now that we're going back to BO6 with our next installment, we'll have something very similar to that same system, and our perks will continue to feel like they benefit us significantly more than they do in this game. I feel like the perks are helpful in this game, don't get me wrong, but I feel like they could definitely be significantly better, and the experience would be obviously improved. All right, where is our disciple? Dude's just like hiding out on the other side of the building. This is what I don't like about disciples. They're not really like super aggressive sometimes, but they are annoying. Go ahead and reload while we can. Gonna come around this corner in a second. He's actually on his way toward me. Yeah, he's great for this. Just keep hitting it in the head. Even if it's not doing crazy damage, it should be more than enough to break its ability. I mean, we're breaking its shield ability right there when it's not even trying to do it. Still have 70 plus bullets. I mean, I definitely could try to hit. There we go. And we're going to try to make it through. No. He has 1 bullet left. No. But yeah, I definitely think the perks are significantly more useful in Cold War, and it just helps some of those slower weapons out quite a bit more. And this, I mean, I'm going to be honest, we're making this work. It's definitely a pretty decent weapon for what it's strong in, like having a large mag, it's dealing a decent amount of damage. We're not finding ourselves needing to, you know, pretty much put ourselves in any sort of position where we're not going to be able to complete these contracts because we're able to do it. It's just we're moving super slow. So it has its pluses. We're using the large mag. You know, we're taking advantage of the consistent headshots that we're able to put out. We're being able to just continually fire a non-stop without too many issues, which is what the LMGs are good for. But again, it is going to be one of these absolute slowest weapons that you can use. I feel like this might actually be the slowest weapon that I have used because some of the other LMGs are a bit faster. There's not really a lot of ways to build this thing much faster, but you could also choose to go with tac stance. I don't personally love tac stance because you can't take full advantage of deadshot. Like being able to ADS and continually hit my headshots if I want to, even though it's not super useful for this weapon. And the aim assist feels weird without obviously having the ability to ADS. So I do enjoy being able to ADS more than I do enjoy the tac stance. Whether or not tac stance is, you know, great or faster or whatever. More than likely, I'm just not going to use this weapon a ton, so I'm not going to need to worry about how fast I'm truly am with it. We're just using it for fun, whenever it makes sense, right? Let's go here. I should have actually gone ahead and pack punch to level 2. I absolutely should have pack punch to level 2. It's alright, though. I mean, this, like I said, this thing is not doing a ton of damage. Like, I feel like we're using a ton of bullets. The fact of the matter is, it has it available. Go ahead and reload. We're actually close to running out of bullets, which is kind of wild. And there we go. Yeah, there are so many weapons where this fight would have been way worse, even in this exact same scenario, because you have to reload every time it does its leeching ability. And it just progressively keeps getting its life back while you're trying to break its shield, while you're trying to reload, all of that stuff. So makes it significantly less difficult having just so many bullets to work with in our current circumstance. All right, I'm gonna go over here and grab this other bounty, but I do want to make sure we pack a punch to level 2 so I don't forget. So now we are pack 2. Hopefully that'll make things significantly easier. And we'll continue moving forward. Really should have pack a punch to level 2 for that last disciple. There's no way we get a 3rd disciple in a row, right? Oh, wow. We did. Okay, well, it works out. Nice to do the hardest bounty with pack 2 purple, as opposed to maybe another mangler, because obviously you can see the big difference. But it is definitely nice. Okay, let's go ahead and see what happens. Should be able to just absolutely obliterate this. What do we got? Where you at, Disciple? Oh, we got multi. Oh, we cooked through this guy. You can't really, like, spam this like you can with some of the other guns as far as the ADS. The ADS speed's too slow. Works a little bit, though. Oh, wait. A mimic. Bro, I haven't had plates the whole game. What are you doing? He instantly broke his shield. Yep. We're just going to keep aiming toward its face. I think I can kind of spam it. It sort of works. And it does work a little bit. As soon as you could tell when it starts connecting all headshots, though. Get off me, Hellhound. And we don't even care. We got this guy. Go ahead and hold that. I love that they still survive after the completion of the contract. The hell, a mangler just spawned in immediately? I need some plates. Alright, well that wasn't too bad. It actually went pretty smooth. This thing doesn't feel like it does a ton of damage, but it makes up for that lack of damage a little bit by having such a large mag. You just keep on firing. Alright, I think this is where this thing's going to have its strong suit. It's going to be decent against a Mega Bomb. 100%. Mostly because of the, again, big mag. Keep shooting. Keep aiming at crit spot. Equals success. Easy. The zombies, though, they're going to be a little bit more of a pain because we're going to want to utilize all of our ammo on fighting a mega bomb. Also, one has to spawn in before we can fight one, you know? That's another element to this. Doesn't seem like one's here yet, so I guess we're going to wait it out until one does. All right, took a second for it to spawn in, but hey, we got ourselves a mega bomb. It spawned. We're going to see how we do here. Oh, look, it's already on its way over. This thing has such little recoil for an LMG, but we are kind of built a little bit to deal with it. Okay. I mean, the damage outputs, again, it's not insane. The thing that makes this thing good is its mag. If it had a 50-round mag only, this thing would be pure sadness. Luckily, we don't have that problem. Okay, hopefully these guys choose to keep doing their thing. I'm going to reload. Should be perfect timing. Nice. Get in between. I mean, I can see its health moving down a little bit. Not the worst. Make sure you just get crits the whole time. And this spot's going to make everything easy, right? So I might as well just keep shooting. It's going to stop doing its laser in a second. Reload now. Gonna take just the same amount of time. Almost. For us to reload and get back to shooting. Alright. Feel pretty good about this going into the high threat zone except for the speed. Everything is going to be slow. If you watched my more recent video where I used the RPK with its new amp, it's going to probably feel very similar to that. The only good news is we're not going to be shooting quite as slow. Alright, we got through it. We got through it. W, dead shot, blue tool, large bag, everything. It's all good news. I also think we're about to be able to get access to one of the triangles in tier 3, because I didn't see, not that that means it didn't happen, but I did not see anyone head into the high threat zone at all during this run. So I guess we're going to have to wait and see here for sure what happens, but I'm going to run over to our triangle and try to get that thing knocked out, because we're going to need the Pack-a-Punch level 3. I feel like we should probably upgrade to Pack 3 as soon as possible, just because the weapon is a little lackluster in the damage department. Okay, I'm pretty sure I have a ton of stuff chasing me. I'm going to grab the rest of my perks so I don't get hit in the process, because I know they're all... There's definitely a horde of stuff over here. Holy smokes. I'll throw this other one. That is a lot of stuff. Let me run over here so I can get this shot before we have too many issues. It is still here. Like I said, I knew it was going to be here. Pull out the LMG. It's so slow. Run, 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 run. I want to get over here. That way we can utilize the massive group, hopefully. Oh, look at all the hellhounds. There's like 6 of them. That was actually kind of insane. There's more. Maybe there's more. I thought I killed them. All right, we should be able to jump across. There's so many zombies behind me. It's kind of crazy. All right, take them out. I'll go ahead and reload. Just in case some start spawning behind me. Yeah, that was an insane little group of zombies there. Yeah, look at it. You can still take advantage of it a little bit. It's just a much slower animation. I mean, we're making it easy. We're firing completely straight with this. High threat zone ain't got nothing on us. We know the flaws in the weapon. As long as we choose not to put ourselves in a position where we're trying to run and fire the whole time, I think we'll be good. As soon as we start running and shooting and all that stuff together, it's gonna be a process. Let's go ahead and reload real quick. I should have reloaded sooner. Okay, that almost didn't work. This thing is insanely slow though, no question. And we got through it. Okay. I think we're going to go Pack 3 with this one. I think it's pretty obvious this thing's slacking in the damage department a bit here. So I feel like it makes more sense. Go ahead and get some plates. Luckily enough of them have dropped. What is our first contract here? Alright, let's go ahead and grab that. I literally have to run with my fists out. We are so slow. But that's alright. We kind of expected it, right? You go in with an LMG, you expect to be slow. Honestly, though, it's less impactful if you're playing in a group, because then you guys can just fire away. The only negative is if everybody chooses to reload at the exact same time, right? Then it's just a reload animation from hell. Even here? What in the heck is going on? There's a lot of stuff over here. I gotta run, gotta run, gotta run. We got a mega abomination. Yes, I know, you guys want to fight. We're Pack 3. Hopefully we do a little bit more damage this time. We got so much stuff chasing us. This is the problem with the weapon, right? This is why I will not be taking it into the Dark Ether this run, because I'm going to be doing more running than I am going to be able to actually fight. This is not a weapon you take to fight against the actual zombies, but more so with the anticipation of limiting the amount of zombies you fight and mostly trying to focus on big DPS or big damage on the actual bounties. Like, I'd have to run through the Dark Ether the entirety of the time with my fists out, and I would be pretty much just hoping to pull out my gun in time to fire whenever I needed to. The other part is I feel like you have to follow the more restrictive guidelines when you're doing the Dark Ether than you do in Tier 3. So you have a little bit more freedom, and you have very similar difficulty that you do with a regular Sigil Dark Ether. I don't know, maybe not everybody agrees with that, but I don't necessarily think the regular Dark Ether or the regular Sigil is more difficult than a juiced up Tier 3. If you're in Tier 3 and you always have a 6-man or always have large groups of people around, I could see why that might not be the case, or you might not feel that way. But that's always how I felt about the Dark Ether. That's why I never like rushed to go in there. Can I reload? This is the one negative too. When I gotta reload, it's like insane. Luckily you don't have to reload super often. Hopefully we can get rid of all these guys. I think we have a disciple over here. This is one of those weapons though, it makes it a little harder to like, you can't outmaneuver the zombies to just fight them. The bounty. You can do that with a lot of weapons. I'm gonna try to get this guy to actually come over here. He's on the other side of this wall. I think he's actually coming over here. Yep. Sweet. Start climbing. It'll be perfect. Things go so much slower with a weapon like this, too. I feel like, because I just can't move as quick. I can't get through this stuff as quick. I have to play a specific way. It completely changes the way you play the game based on what weapon you're using, which is part of the reason I enjoy the challenge run so much, or just using different weapons, seeing how they do. And I think you all enjoy them as well, especially the progressional portion of it. Seeing how the weapon can perform at different levels throughout the match. Even if you don't choose to do it for yourself. Okay, we're going to be... I'm out of plates again. I'm going to go ahead and reload. These guys are a little bit slower. Should be able to reload before I get smacked 10 times. Like, even with Pack 3, I feel like it takes too many bullets to take these zombies out. For an LMG, it is understandable. You got a big mag, but it just kind of makes it a little harder to be desired. I think this Sakin MG38 or whatever was definitely way better than this up to this point. It was definitely a lot less slow. It was definitely a bit faster. I also just feel like I'm not doing a ton of damage. Like, I feel like I should have already killed this thing. Come on. Alright, we got through it. Holy. What an adventure that was. Death perception. Alright. So we have that dude there. You know what, though? I think I'm gonna fly over here and grab that. Since I have the redeploy station near me. I'm gonna have to run again over here. See how a non-bounty goes. I feel like this is where it's gonna be kind of tough, right? Not that it's gonna be impossible. You're just gonna have to plan your reload accordingly. You have to reload at the right time. And just keep firing away. Obviously having the decoys is gonna be helpful too. Okay, I got our contract, got the reload. I don't have plates like this though. Why are you already lasering? Sad little mega bomb. Alright, I should be able to activate this crate pretty quickly. Oh, we already got a disciple in here. Yeah, go for that. Oh, the aim assist was crazy right there. Alright, climb up here. There's a lot of dudes down there. Use our energy mine. What's your guys' favorite field upgrade to use in MWZ? Outside of the revive, because I think if you're playing in groups, you're probably using the revive just in case. Me personally, I've just been clocked in on the energy mine. I wonder how many kills I actually have. Maybe I'll include that down in the pinned comment down below. How many kills I have with the energy mine? I would have to imagine like 100,000. I mean, I have over 600k kills total, so I don't think it'd be too crazy to think the energy mine is probably 100,000. Hurry, the brain rot guy's holding it down for us. Barely had enough time. Let's go. Brain rot for the win. Honestly, with something like this, brain rot might be the way. Or shatter blast. Whatever can get you a moment to yourself, right? When you need to reload. I feel like it's going to be the most usable. Okay, they're all going to try to make their way up here together. I threw one decoy down there just to get them all together while I reloaded. Now we can just sit here and farm them up. Come on. Look pretty good. We're going to have to go legendary probably after this, because this thing definitely still lacks damage. Get rid of that guy. 86%. We're almost there. There's another random dude on his way into tier 3. Making his way to me, maybe, to be his safety hazard protector. Whatever the hell it is. Alright, we got that. W. Raw crystal. We actually don't need anything from that. The only thing I need to do now is reload. Alright, we're reloading. We're good. Oh, that's the guy from earlier that crashed his vehicle. Okay, so now let's go ahead and grab another bounty. I think I might as well go legendary. I mean, this thing is not great without legendary. This is not one of those weapons you want to come in here pack 2 purple. You could. I just don't think you're going to want to. Oh, he's rocking his ether blade. Let's get it. Let's make it happen. We have 10 minutes left. I really do feel like everything has been moving so slow with this, though, as opposed to something like the Superi or one of the SMGs like I was using last night for the stream. If you guys are curious and want to catch any of the streams, you can check me out over on Twitch at twitch.tv/ErrlShatter, just like the channel here, where I try to go live almost every day for at least a few hours, grind some weapons, hang out with chat, run around the tier 3 zone, help randoms who are falling down in battle, whatever the case might be. We just do try to enjoy ourselves, hang out as a community, talk zombies, get hyped on the future of Call of Duty, all those types of things. Talk movies, whatever the heck it is. We do that over on the Twitch channel. So make sure you guys are following over there if you want to catch those streams. I do appreciate you guys for all the support here on the YouTube and over on the streams as well. Oh, what the hell? I almost made it over here to the freaking contract and it destroyed itself. That's all right, though. We got a mob of zombies behind us. Literally mob mentality. Here they come. I got to get rid of them. Look at how slow you pull out the weapon. Like, a zombie shouldn't be able to work its way around me to hit me on the side while I'm shooting all his buddies in the face. Like, there should be some sort of splash. What the hell is that kind of grab? Oh, there's a mimic. Okay, let me check this reward rift real quick. We weren't even able to try this thing out. Alright, guess the mimic's here to cut me off. Well, Mimic, I'm not interested in fighting you, so we're going to run away. I'm going to go get this bounty. Alright, it took me a minute to make it over here. I had a freaking hellhound. Literally, I shot a hellhound, switched my fist, started running. Switch back to the weapon, shoot a hellhound, shoot back to my fist, start running. It's just like a repetitive process. Where did we get? We got a disciple again? Gave me the exact same freaking spawn and everything. It's probably just going to die again. What a waste of time. Alright, come on, zombies. You guys all want to freaking fight. Come up here. Let's go. Oh, double mimics. That's a crazy... How did I have so much stuff chasing me? We're not even near where the mimic should be. Is what it is, I guess. They're gonna keep coming up. I hope they do, though. I need some plates. Come on. Where's that group of zombies that was chasing me? Nobody wants to fight now. Okay, we got you. One at a time. You're all coming up here. All right, we're going to the disciple. I ain't got time to wait for these guys. Approaching the HVT. I hear it. I don't know if I've had this disciple. Oh, there's this one right here. Can I jump? Thank you. I was gonna say, can I jump on this rope? Nope. They might come up here. Go ahead and reload just in case they actually do. I feel like they might. Oh, he came around the back. Kind of stupid. Okay, let me climb up here. Where is our dude? I think our dude might come up here, hopefully. Make your way all the way up. Come on. Oh, yeah, here we go. Here we go. Be able to just sit here and fire at it for a minute. Armoreds. Oh, here we go. I gotta reload. Oh, that pole actually worked. I was not counting on that actually being a thing I could use. Come on, keep firing. Okay, I'm gonna reload again since Might be the only time I get. Oh, dude went under the ground. Or AK back down. Of course he waits till right when I reload. So that way I can run out of bullets when he gets back up here. I have to reload again. It's all a plan. Reload. I was like holding the button. It doesn't even work. Alright, here we go. Yep. Gonna have to... Come on, break a hand. Break a hand. Whoa, where are we aiming? Someone's down again? Or are they just still down and still pinging me? Oh my god. This is the negative to this thing. Like, I gotta reload again. So many bullets going into place. It's kind of insane. Aimed on sight. Like, I'm just like stuck. This thing, everything is so slow with this thing. Every animation. Horrible. Dude, this is Pack 3 Legendary, and it's taken so many bullets to get through that guy. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it is a tier 3 disciple. This guy by himself? Are they both down? Oh my god, I guess I'm coming to save the day. I don't know what is happening here. I'm gonna try to save these guys, but there are so many hellhounds. Yo, can my guy stop hopping? Like, what is up with that? I'm just sitting there hopping in place. Like, get over the dudes. Get all these wrestlings out of here. Look at this. What was I mounting that? I don't understand what's just happening. Alright, we're gonna keep shooting. Seems like a mangler is working his way over here. This is ridiculous. Go ahead and get this guy up. Should be more than enough time. Alright, get this guy up. Alright, W. Why is this guy's Pack-a-Punch level 1? This other guy. These dudes are crazy. They're actually crazy. Holy. Are they Pack 3 this time? I think he was, maybe he was Pack, I thought he was Pack 1. I could have swore a Pack 1 is what I saw. Well, hopefully they stay alive this time. Only a little bit of time left. Do we have time to do one more contract? I feel like we probably could, right? Let's just try to go do this Outlast. Since we already did a couple bounties, we already know how that's going to go. I feel like this Outlast is going to actually be kind of hard. Oh, this could be a risk, actually. I don't know if we're going to have time to finish this Outlast, but we're going to try. Hellhounds are the worst for this weapon. Can I grab this? Can I grab this? This is... I can't with this. Move out of my way. Move. Move out of the door. So stupid. If I'd have grabbed it the first time, I wouldn't have got stuck, but I'm sitting there pressing the button, and dude just keeps sliding around the contract. Good thing we have a backup self, right? I've had 0 plates like 99% of this match. Alright, the hard part here is going to be actually activating this P&D. This is exactly why. I can't just pull out my fist and start trying to pick it up. Or start it up. Yep, gonna have to keep firing. Anytime you guys want to stop spawning, that'd be fantastic. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna have to end up... Oh, did I get it? Nice, somehow I did. Okay, I gotta reload. Look how slow you move while you're reloading. Like, you can't tell me that that's how slow you should be with any gun in the stamina. Speed, like every perk for that matter. We have literally every perk but Tombstone. You should be able to cruise around, slide around, give us some movement. That's the thing I'm most excited about with BO6 Zombies. Is this just doesn't take full advantage of the perks like we talked about earlier. And it's been driving me crazy since the launch of the game. It's like, why do we move like we have iron boots on? No matter what. we have speed, cola, stamina up, all that stuff. Like, I get it. But it's not like that in the other zombies experiences. Maybe it's a difficulty thing, right? Maybe that's how they wanted to make the difficulty harder in this as opposed to round-based or the other experiences that they've offered. I could see that. All I can do is aim and walk forward. Aim and walk forward. We're just running in a circle. Hellhound on us. Got to get that out of here. Boom. Should be able to reload. Nice, that didn't actually hit us. Look how slow. If you switch weapons and then try to switch back, you move incredibly slow. Threw a decoy, I also checked. What? Friggin' disciple just wanders in. Get away from me, zombie. Yes, I get it. Where's the disciple? Alright, I'm gonna throw this. We're grouping up again. Like, this thing is Pack 3 Legendary. Why did the disciple so freaking tanky? It's a regular one. Alright, we did everything there is to do, at least in my opinion, for this weapon. This thing is entirely too slow, but it is a little bit of a blast to use. It's kind of like walking around with a turret, you know? You're carrying it around, it's really heavy, but it can shoot a lot. It has a big mag. And that's definitely a positive. But we're going to make our way over to the exfil here. We survived this incredibly slow run with the RAAL LMG from MWII. And if you guys are curious, again, you want to check out this loadout or this weapon for yourself, make sure you check the pinned comment down below for that set of attachments. All right, we finally made it over to the exfil. Man, did I feel slow using this one, but it was a lot of fun. It did do a lot of damage. It just, at the end of the day, it's one of those weapons you absolutely don't want to have a secondary, so you can run around with your fist. But that's going to wrap things up for us here. Thank you guys for all the support in today's video, all the support on the channel, and I look forward to seeing y'all in the next one. Peace!